And more. I'm updating the description of my previous YouTube video. Some of them I may have not updated. I'll get sent to market. Eating. From the home. Money for food in my purse. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate David Ledesma that wants to take me hostage if people don't think that what a one night stand is. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, steal my money, and get in the way of my understanding. I think their names are Andrew Basura and Ishka Pendejo. Qué asco. Ew, 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 ew. Este tipo más fuerte no puede ser. Fo. ¿Por qué no se mata ahora para que la gente me regale mi dinero? You can decapitate knowledge that traffic me into poverty. So that Rihanna would give me makeup tips porque con makeup. Porque Rihanna se pone, no mamá. Wow. El tipo es un puerco. I'm talking to the friend. You can decapitate Rihanna, we'll see. Que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi dinero. Guys in my vehicles without my permission. Me transportan. Una basura. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message. As long as it's not Jaden Kirlani, that may have been forced by my family warden to terrorize me as to separate Jaden Kirlani from me. Aquí Hayden, el tipo es un puerco, una asquerosidad, una basura. Well, that's my second cousin. I don't even acknowledge as a relative de tan asqueroso que es. De puerca. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receive money. Él se ha acostado con mi clase graduada entera de high school, de tan puerco que es. Y le da mi vehículo y deja que se quede en mi casa. O sin mi permiso, el tipo es un puerco, una basura. Feo. Pero tiene miedo, Julián. You can decapitate my homie and solder students of sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate everyone that's trafficked into property just to see que le dice Jaden Vise poison. They're so disgusting. They're so disgusting. They're leeches. They're sex addicts, so gross. Una basura. Pero cuando digo que son una basura, son una basura. You can decapitate Carolina Chavez. You can decapitate Richie Hill. You can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo sons that rape me, that steal my money. You can decapitate whoever that Lauren is. You can decapitate Jorge Avilés. You can decapitate, where's the other one? Joana Vargas, que es una asquerosa. What else? 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 You can decapitate Damaris Avilés, que es una basura. What else? 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 You can decapitate Camila that steals Venus and Kiloni's child support money. What else? What else? What else? What else? A ver qué Jaden sacó esa vez. Si se va a casar con ella a través de Facebook, ¿no? They're not they're disturbing. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. A ellos se le olvidó algo. Some people notice about my dog, I'm not going to participate privately in conversations with these leeches. They're trying to get me to kill myself in retaliation for not having sex with them. Ew. Yeah, the pepper too. In the meantime, none of this, what this person says, is true. I'm sending this to the. What is it? To who is it? To the blue campaign. Forget one. They have been sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money to kill themselves today. It's April 13, 2023. What else? Él lo que quiere es darme saber que él me violó con Cyrus Graham. Eso por eso está, dale que te dale y dale que te dale con el abogado. Él es un puerco, una asquerosidad, una basura. All of three of them are. What else? What else? What else? Does it so small? I'm ready for food. I don't have unlimited data on my phone. No, I just found this one. Yeah, I tried to elevate me with las leeches. Él le paga a ella. This may be interesting to dating alone. They have never heard me speak like this. Obviously to the police. Él le paga a ella para que se hagan pasar por mí. Entonces ellas quieren hacerme un makeover y burlarse de mí de que I'm homeless. Mientras él le da mi dinero que se roba de mí. Dan un asco, pero cuando yo digo que esta gente da asco, dan un asco, gente, dan asco, son una basura, una asquerosidad. En the meantime, Central Market didn't. I felt like we anything else. What is this in the arugula? Some weed. What else? What else? What else? That I'm setting apart. This is arugula flower. What else? No. Other yours? Okay. There's something over here. You can give me money in person through PayPal, through my GoFundMe campaign. I want to visit the beach next week. I'm visiting her Miss Kennedy. He purposely sent to me decades ago que hasta que yo no le abra pata, él me va a tratar como que yo soy inservible hasta que yo me muera. El tipo es un puerco, una asquerosidad. I have no interest ever having sex with him. And he constantly has a crowd that hypes him up and raping me. For more than 20 years. Ew. I never think about him only when I have a paper cut of inconvenience. Like earlier, someone sneezed as I was walking by, almost like too close to me, but it's sneeze is like unpredictable to some into someone walking by. So I was inconvenienced and my vida ser tipo puerco es asqueroso. I couldn't be here right now. And that's for that one. Vamos a take your Glorianisa because under the poverty level, I'm like, this is the golden t-shirt that I got you the other day. My leg is hurting. that I got you the other day. My shoes are broken, but there's golden goose in preamble. Don't feel bad, girl. Hola. You can do packaging. Déjame suárez con sus sons that right me save my money and get in the way of your ceremony. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home without my permission. Everyone that steals my vehicle. Everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. Coffee from here. And tomorrow we're doing that. Oh, me quiere matar porque he's a stoner. It's like I gave up supplements, literally. Possibly. So cuando ella está like, this is me. I posted her on Facebook. He can't match my humanness. Possibly porque ellos se hacen. That they know para que la gente le regale dinero, but did they put it into practice? Possibly not. This is me. Like, this has been me for more than 20 years, too. What else? And more. Shopping doors. What else? Otro chévere. Y que permiso para bañarse con las liches. Oh, entonces mienten. Dan un asco. They string people along. I just never let them. Like, Aline, por fin me puedo bañar con Chinita and Nariri. And then be like a few days or hours later, mira fucking pendeja, all the videos of them raping each other for decades. Eso no es un hombre, eso no le duele el pene, he has blue balls. Eso no explica his feelings. Una basura, una asquerosidad. What else? No se respeta el mismo. And doesn't deserve my attention ever. You can get me on your Oh, I do that, so. And it's not punishment to myself. Like, it goes through Snap, even though it's a hot item, but when I need to pay for it, I pay for it. So. What else? 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 It's a holiday. Well, we're giving me money today. I miss data. I miss Hawaiian. You're one that happy that you need and that it is one of the societies that try to lure me in. And to come say hi to me so I can tell you how much I steal from you. Y cómo lo quiero y cómo yo me violan haciéndome pasar por ti. Oh, it's been a tough 5 years, anything. And the evidence is all in there. The evidence is all in there. That I'm a victim of theft, domestic violence, abuse, genocide. Sexual harassment, hate crime. I want to cook for myself. I'm born. Anyways, more pictures to this place. Food that I made for myself. Maybe I'll head to Royal Blue Grocery and get coffee there. Just for the I don't want to head over to my apartment just yet. No. Se cree que yo trabajo para él. Es un bruto. Todavía. No, pero que ahí no hay fotos recientes. Que hizo ya todo el mes pasado que no pudo estar publicando en Facebook. Por ahí maybe viste how pathetic our YouTube is. What else, what else, what else? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. It's this duplicates though. You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that raped me and steal my money and get in the way of mercy. You can decapitate everyone that stays in the way of me receiving money. Everyone that this isn't a good idea. The pictures usually show as selected. I can just not. What else? You can decapitate Sarah Francis. You can decapitate Berenice Venegas. You can decapitate Kayla Barnes. You can decapitate Mandarina Herrera. You can decapitate Sarah Woolsey. What else? 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 Oh, my mother died. Mi condolencia dice behind the scenes. Tiki tiki con el cuiro. Tiki tiki se murió Gloria Nelson. Tiki tiki tiki. Y es celebrando porque they're like there. Hay otra menos que puede date people. That's why she killed her. La tipa bruta con cojones to stay on my radar. You can decapitate Carol Cristina, whatever her last name is. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me. Maybe my bag here will use the restroom. What should I? If I leave my laptop out. Forget I want to bring this into the restroom. And I don't need to buy water. I ish. What else? 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 You can decapitate a Lich and a Luz Carrero. You can decapitate Miriam Carrero. You can decapitate María Luisa Rosa, que es una asquerosa. You can decapitate Madeline Acevedo Lorenzo. You can decapitate Cyrus Peña de Keo Gloria Nilsa. You can decapitate Berlin Jean. You can decapitate Rosaura Soto Rosa. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm calling it. Oh, wait. So, do I want coffee from Royal Brewers here? I want to head back downtown. From Tarot. Is it Tarot? How rich is he on his own without what he's stolen from me? That's hilarious to some. El tipo puede estar casi igual de inflado que yo y yo no le saco ni un centavo ever. Uf. 8:45. 10 minutes we need to use the restroom. It's Broadway and Patterson. Ugh. I can wait 45 minutes to use the restroom here. And then come back. What else? 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 That's the moment that they were waiting for. Ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, give me money straight to my bank. Porque tú no has visto la gente en Sábado Gigante con ropa y está todo así. So I'm not shaking my titties illegally or like these leeches would say prostituyéndose para que le den dinero. Ew, porque como uno está seeking the definitive, este nene posiblemente, porque esto es peor que un nene chiquito, rape me trying to get my vagina picture. And then sharing it with el corillo, gente, el corillo. So you can decapitate Jorge Avilés, you can decapitate anyone in el corillo, whether I know who they are or not. That specifically caused Jorge Avilés to rape me to get my pussy picture. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Mira que puercas esta tipa. Fo. And this should be a post on its own now that I've eaten. Who do I tag? SAPD. Anyways, a ella la matan aquí en Venezuela, Colombia. That's for you to find out, or if you want to know. Yo no necesito saber. I don't even have to write that. She steals from me with that wording. What else? 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 You can decapitate Carolina Chavez. Policía de Puerto Rico. Can't help it. PRP. DGov. So. It's because I never speaks. You know, because I'm muda or like whatever. I like to stay to myself. I'm my own best friend. You know, a lot of what happens in my head is like, maldito puerco. Is it even worth sharing? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? But with Jane and Kilani, I have a personal. That makes sense. What else? What else? What else? Now I remember. So I don't need to behind the scenes find out. How do I know her from before? Ew, tipo un puerco. He moved her into my home without my permission. They steal my money, they steal my vehicles, they steal my brand new underwear, put it on, leave it dirty in my home as an act of terrorism so I can't enter my home to get my money and my belongings. Oh, this sounds so like he dumped me for that. Quite literally. Pero I wish them well y ellos no entienden. Él quiere la mala que yo me asocio con y literalmente le mame la tota a todo el planeta. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Dan un asco. He's extremely dangerous. Beware. What else? Lucky you. visited the restroom. I didn't bring my water. There's a restroom near the beer. Water soon. And then I'm getting coffee. Possibly maybe here. Maybe I'll go to here. Maybe I'll go to here for a change of scenery. There's Wi-Fi in a restaurant. Amor. So CNN se perdió la that to see me testify. I would have been uncomfortable with whatever would have been wearing a quarter. And then a lot of people are like, we can't get it. People distracted with that. She needs to do her actual suffering. Porque if then like someone donates, let's say our money to wear to court, or like she hates have shit, but she's wearing her money to court today and yesterday and tomorrow. Well, they would be arriving to court in my Maserati. That's stolen still. They do time. They're so disgusting. They are so disgusting. Entonces, because it's self-defense, a lot of people are like, well, consulting with a lawyer, one of my loved ones died of this. If I can kill those leeches in self-defense one day, randomly. And then I don't even know if they're in trial or not. I want coffee from here. Oh, there's no, well, maybe next time me voy a afeitar la vagina así como Marilyn o como Carolina. So people are so dumb and undereducated. They waste time in the wrong thing, or they're directed like Gustavo tried to. Like, why are you Megan and Janice friends? Huh? Ew, dan un asco. They don't know how to gauge intelligence either. Otherwise, he wouldn't have crossed paths with me. What else? Dan un asco. They wouldn't have accepted a friend request or sent me one through Facebook. ¿Qué? I'm bored. And I missed him. Okay, Lonnie. Where was that in Clearwater? I can possibly look up San Agustin brunch place and find the place that I was looking in that picture. San Agustin brunch place. I at that egg place in Austin. It's not Sunday. It was near the hotel that I stayed near. The like the. It wasn't like the number one possibly. Sometimes it isn't. The kids don't know the difference too that I use TripAdvisor, though they may see me type in pre-planning while they're watching TV, and I'm just like whatever, picked a restaurant, a few places to visit. What else? 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 El tipo me odia before I was even born. Se odia a sí mismo. El tipo es un puerco. You have to take it how many sodas on substance that rape me and steal my money and they don't know what we were saying. What is Beachside Diner? What else? There was a fireplace closed. There's a place that just sells fries. So good. I stumbled upon it, or maybe I had already had it in mind. I can't remember. I may have stumbled upon it and be like, whatever, I'm in the mood for fries. What else? Because that's usually what one says when out and about. Like, I like to stick to my diet, but whatever. I have to eat, or I'm in the mood to eat this. Right? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Coffee, here it is. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. What else? You can decapitate Austin Cleon if he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that have raped me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Esos tipos son unos puercos. You can decapitate Maria Angelis Aviles Lorenzo. I don't need to search more than that provided. They're dumb though. They possibly thought that I was like a fake account already listening in for years to what they say about me. So they're like, me muero se va a pelear con ella públicamente en Facebook. They fake being me behind the scenes. What else? I'm suing the FBI one day through that tort program. Porque this has gone for too long. What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to sue Edgar Munoz Carrero and Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's son that raped me and steal my money and get in the way of me receive money to get property back from them. I'm gonna stay out of Best Western today. What else? 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 Hasta verla sin nada. Hasta verla sin la gente. Hasta verla sin nada. Hasta verla sin nada. Is their motto towards me? Hasta verla sin nada. What else? Hasta verla sin nada is their motto towards me. So una asquerosidad de gente trying to rape me, trying to see me naked, trying to gauge what Jade and Kilani think of me. Una basura asquerosidad. They don't do healthy relationships and then they stalk. They pester. Do they pester for? Ew, ew, and they eavesdrop if they could. Full gas. What else? What else? What else? I'm here. Emily, who was it? Blue campaign through DHS. DHS. No. At hrsi.dhs.gov. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. I'm a victim of human trafficking. Previous post. Who am I myself? CC. I mean, it's hard. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Thanks so much for the spirits of the monkey talk behind the scenes that they do. Trepando. Some people in FBA may say like I'm very much patient, pero dan ganas de matarlos in paperwork. And how girls they are that they rape each other and other people I've heard. So that delays paperwork too. It's like why can't we just go out and shoot them right now in self-defense? What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. These screenshots take so long to do. Someone had a shopping cart in a restroom earlier. I want to throw up and order my food online. They sanitize them, but like people lack common sense for real. For real. Ew, 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 ew. For what else? Anyways, mañana va el Salvation Army otra vez a pedir un suck lunch porque I'm not letting David Ledesma rape me. I'm not letting these leeches rape me. Anyways, what else? It's so boring. I'm bored and I want a donut from Quick. What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, look at this. Does that heal? That cut? Maybe. The knife that I have in my apartment is very much. What is it? Sharp. Anyways, this burn has taken a while to heal, so this is taking that right now. You can decapitate Priscilla Torres. Esta tipa es una cuero asquerosa. What else? She has the college degree, so he put me in front of her, like begging that I want to go to school. When I don't. I mean, it's just a hobby. Universities were created after people received praise and inventions were created. El tipo es un puerco. Everything that I don't have, he puts me in front of someone that he thinks has it. She has shit, literally. That's what she is, a piece of shit to me. Se está decomposing. Porque I never think about this leech. Cuando yo digo que el tipo es un puerco, una basura, es una asquerosidad. You can decapitate me. I'm being sorry for the sons that rape me, to steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. He's trying to get me to kill myself over me not completing a college degree. And people, what else? Having completed college degrees on their own or him paying them to get college degrees so that they could rub it into me. Rub what into me? Es un tipo tan puerco, tan basura. Anyways, this limestone. Wiggles the phone. Wiggles. There it is now. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, él se cree que yo voy a decir. In the meantime, miran todo lo que él he hecho con Priscila en estos últimos 30 años con el dinero que me roba porque ella tiene un college degree y con ella nunca se moriría de hambre. El tipo, un afrentado, pero... Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, I'm on coffee. I'll be back. vanilla latte. And about me, I'm very peaceful. Well, my subconscious then to the leash, unleash, maybe leash, or anti-leash that charge me for my coffee. Give me my purse. But I'm, what is it? Upset about my wallet being old. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, I brought this old thing, but whatever, like, Fry has them scratched sometimes. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So, I purposely missed talking to a lot of people privately. So, that I don't have to be woke bitch like wow somewhere. It's not in my nature to give them that kind of attention anyways. Okay, I am the bigger woman. Always. What else? And he made me laugh. He say about the size of Central Market. It's my home with all of these people I took hostage. Our kitchen's like a quarter of the size of Central Market, including the displays where the pastries are, all funded with Arlene's money that I steal from her. And observe her book. I know everyone. Have you heard those? They're so disgusting. I know everyone. Constant and funk me instead. Yeah. Y please give me sex. Porque eso loco suena robándome mi dinero para ver salir en cita. Y yo no, sí, se lo pasa a todo el mundo, hasta su madre y a su padre. Y él había nacido antes que yo. Algunos de ellos dan un asco. So, what else? What else? What else? He may be mocking me. And like, why is she walking around with her coffee and not being like, "Ah, yo le mamaría la cita a este"? Y mira qué lindo, nadie aquí me gusta, nadie aquí me gusta. Él se cree que yo tengo que pasar una prueba con la gente fea para que él me invite con la gente linda. I say, remove him out of the planet, chop off his head right now, give me money and I'll find all the pretty girls and pretty guys myself. I don't have a problem knowing how to socialize. I'm very social and I stay to myself. I love that about myself. What else? 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 I'm bored as fuck. Anyways, does your object to having a life of your own and you even have money? She may be getting the death penalty along with Carolina Chavez if what she's doing to you is what I'm aiming for. Now that I'm at it, now that I'm at it. Oh, I didn't a picture or leash. Person that's death penalty worthy is what I thought about her. Y yo no peleo por pene. So Carmelito Anthony wannabe, que todavía está llorando que he's not tall enough. Se puede matar si quiere. I don't ever want to see him. I don't ever want to see him. I pray that he doesn't take me hostage. I pray that he doesn't rape me. I don't ever want to see his penis near me. I mean that. And did you know el bochinche too, as you were reading me on Facebook, or you're like, oh, no way. She didn't even have to go behind the scenes. And she soul searched with herself. Oh. I didn't even include the entire thread of conversation. What else? Ella es una adicta al saxofón y lo lee como esa decisión la tomo yo. O ella le dijo, mira, no, mira, yo te voy a entregar la sortija de matrimonio, yo no puedo con ella de verdad. They're so dumb, they act like people live together, I have any best things ¿Cómo que te vas a sortija? It's not my way of life. The hilarious person. Or si me entero mientras estoy haciendo la uña y alguien me quiere decir, maybe Jane and Lonnie made to say to me, do you know how ridiculous those people were decades ago or last year? Carolina said to your second cousin, my third primo, te entrego la sortija de matrimonio, yo no quiero nada contigo después de lo que ella me dijo a mí. Might as well be the cashier at Central Market that she wouldn't even know, but that's possibly her girlfriend in place there. Her girlfriend, you think? Oh, that's why those people, everyone hates me. For real. Porque you find out through indirectly me that he doesn't love you, that he doesn't even love himself, that they're just leeches after your pussy and your dick and your ass, that she never cared about you, that she wasn't ever a good mother, that he's a rapist, fool. Uy, oh Dios mío, qué asco. Esto and not in a good promo. And I'm a marketing. I'm a marketing expert. Anyways, I just impressed myself. I literally have no food, no money, and I paid for a flavor shop because how else would I have my coffee when outside of my home? If it is for the most part, so why not add like $3 more and make it something? If I wanted coffee, I would be at home drinking a cup of Bustelo con leche. Or even coffee made creamer. No, esto me costó $5. Y me lo disfruto. Uf, better than any male strippers. Who are current male strippers? Once I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. I need to call Emilio y la niña. What else? 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 When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. So that people don't call me when I'm not. What? Did she really organize that orgy when I was 21? Gloria Nisa, where I got raped. Nothing that would be good for me, pero nada más lo que ellos. Did that happen? Lo que ellos me pidieron violarme. No. They filled the room with people that raped me. In my parents' home, I think decades ago. Yeah. If that happened, Pero who stole from me in my own bedroom as a child first? So, esto no es ahora Gloria Mirza se murió, por fin podemos estar juntos. Cuando él le estuvo mamando las tetas, quizás hasta el día de su muerte. El tipo es un puerco, una basura. I don't ever want that near me. What else? I just called Kaylani. She didn't answer the phone. No, I'm calling Jaden. Not Jada. Like those leeches wanted to be staying behind Christmas. My kid is very confident and understands human rights and Planned Parenthood. So there's no like cambiarle nombre a femenino to tell me that he is bisexual. Whenever
Your
the
call
kid
has been forwarded.
tries to if there were one way of doing that. So they're very ignorant. They steal money from one a ver qué va a pasar. They anticipate, but did they anticipate someone decapitating them? Because I'm hoping that's what happens for stealing from me. Did they go on to say, well, deja que Carlitos le diga al nene en vez de Jaden, le digan, dale, vente, Jada. Por eso ella, it could have been a typo, ella y tus hijas es una ignorante. Hay madres que lloran. Pero es el abuso y el like, wow, you don't love yourself still. Que she went that route. La tipa es una cuero asquerosa que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo, me roba mi dinero. Gets in the way of me receiving money so that I get raped. So that my unborn children at the time would get raped. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Denise. La Liris Dandy Lorenzo Solis, you can decapitate Believer Lorenzo. Acevedo, eso no se respeta. You can decapitate Believer Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo. For real, if juvenile were to exist, people say they wanted to say, oye, si es Eliseo que le dice Jaden, ¿cómo reaccionará Jaden? ¿Cómo reaccionará This is a sex addict buscando pipí ajeno para violarlo? Esto es una puerca. Esto es una puerca, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate la Lich, Berenice Venegas. Oh my God, y si es Michael Norman que le dice Jaden Jada. O si soy yo. So, esa es la importancia para ellos y ella, que la gente no me dé dinero. Y que yo me muera. Porque no le di la satisfacción de escuchar quién le dijo a Jaden Jada. O Juana. ¿Él jode con mi bebé así? What? El tipo es un puerco. Él iba a saber que le iba a decir Jaden en mi presencia. As if being bisexual, trisexual, all the things were a bad thing. Que esto no se respeta, esto no es ni un hombre, gente. Eso es una basura. El tipo es un puerco. Mira la otra. Stealing my money. A ver, ¿quién le dice a Jaden Jada al frente mío? ¿Quién iba a ser a Marily González Soto? Ew, you can decapitate a Marily González Soto, you can decapitate Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo, you can decapitate Edgar Muñoz Carrero, you can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money and has caused my starvation. You can decapitate Claudia Gabriela Martinez Urias. You can decapitate Richie Hill. You can decapitate María Luisa Rosa. Ella era la que le iba a decir Jada Jaden. O esta en la cosa bellaca asquerosidad. You can decapitate Beatriz Nieves Vargas. You can decapitate everyone that traffic me into Haven for Hope. Porque tan. We just wanted to know what Andrew would think cuando la viera casada conmigo. On the paperwork. Él estuvo mamando cuántos años pene ilegalmente la que le hace el schedule para que el día que yo dijera voy para Haven for Hope, Neo estuviera allí y me llenaron paperwork. ¿O fue él también dieron dale por partido doble? What else? You can decapitate everyone at Haven for Hope. That steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. That stays in my homes without my permission and steals my vehicles. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message as long as it's not Jaden Kailani being abusive towards me so that Jaden and Kailani separate themselves from me. You can decapitate Ana Luz Carrero. Ella era la que le iba a decir a Jaden Jada frente a mí. This being disrespectful towards Jaden and his sexuality, being disrespectful towards me, para que yo me mate. Decades ago, they're like, all this takes de que nene le voy a llamar Jaden, yo lo voy a llamar Jaden. Y Arlene se va a matar. Like, who is gonna call my kid Jada? Oh, todo ustedes entran. Good to know. I may have said that. So they're like, okay, that was an invitation. She's gonna show up. I'm here. You can decapitate María Luisa Rosa. You can decapitate Señora Ramirez Lorenzo. You can decapitate Mayra Alejandra Villarrubia. I asked a question if that happened. Who out of all of you are planning to call Jada and Jada in a disrespectful way? So I stay out of their lives on purpose. You can decapitate whoever sent me these messages, as long as it's not Jada and Kailani being abusive towards me as my family of origin separated Jada and Kailani from me. You can decapitate Gloria Ruiz Suarez Candelaria. You can decapitate Elizabeth Roman. You can decapitate Alejandro Rial. You can decapitate Mayra Alejandra Villarrubia, bitch. Wow, que con un nombre así en Facebook yo le tendría miedo a alguien. You shouldn't be there. Él no sabe corregirse su dumb behavior. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Beep, beep. You can decapitate Munoz Carrero that steals Jada and Kailani's child support money. Oh, at this point, I may be like, who's the Jada? Huh? If I had even gone to get screenshots. Okay, yeah. Look at where I'm at right now. The closest to it. And find that. What? Con que me digan esto una vez es suficiente. Yo no soy cuero como ellos y ella. No tienen que estar stalking me, trying to rape me. Porque yo no soy cuero como ella y ellos. Oh, dan un asco. ¿Qué otro chisme le puedo llevar al Blue Campaign? What else? Oh, I am a little bit confused. Porque I already sent like a few pictures. And I don't want to repeat, but I may want to because some people like know each other or they'll be fine. They're like, I already saw this. But I'm trying to be thorough and not repeat screenshots. What else? What else? What else? Oh, entonces please spare me of yo soy más mujer de él que tú. Oh, I had already said that one. Dan un asco. Dan un asco, gente. Ew, 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 ew. Son una gente tan puerca, tan basura. I'm not even their mother and they think they're just eating me. Did someone shoot them in self-defense for me already? What else? What else? When do I leave? It's 8:48. There's the downtown lineup maybe at 10:30, maybe at 11:30. Maybe at 12:30. Very unlikely because I want to get a room for myself. The San Antonio top 10. I'm ready for that. What else? What else? What else? So tomorrow back to Pelambrera life because I have no dollars. And I'll be heading over possibly to La Guadalupe Shrine because they have coffee and free food maybe if I wake up early, according to Sacred. And what else? What else? What else? What else? There's the Salvation Army. There's another Sandwich near the Puzzle Library. I want to have time to read, not be searching for food all the time. And I didn't get money. I have to take to a dentist visit. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. Everyone that steals from me. Everyone stays in my homes without my permission. Everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that causes Jada and Kilani to continue separated from me. What else? What else? What else? What else? I have to get a dental cleaning. I haven't been to the dentist in 5 years. I don't have energy or money to pay for a visit. I was paid for the dentist visits. This leech, because I didn't have a grandmother while growing up, steals my money so I get free dental. There's no such thing as free dental. And even if there was, that needs to be my choice. El tipo es un bruto, una asquerosidad. What else? What about human rights? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Read it if you know. Oh, I should share it. I shall share this on Facebook. I shall be seeing it. FYI. So, Salvation Army has a snack lunch tomorrow from 11 to 1. And so does Catholic Charities from 8 to 5. What else? 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 I want to cook for myself tomorrow. What else? Anyways, what is sex about? I haven't gotten any since 2016. Down to that part. In the year's 2025, I haven't had sex since 2016. That's why they think that they sent Rescate, Richie Hill, Violala. So I wants to say I haven't had sex since 2023. Esos liches se terminan mudando al apartamento de una siendo una miserable fo, in a bad mood, jodiendo la vida. Me imagino si una es pobre o si él no se respeta el mismo. And based on his behavior, I don't ever want him near me. I already filed a report against him, and the officer classified it as harassment on behalf of his part too. And I didn't cry, Ray. Just well, I am to online. What else? Anyways, so time to give me money, gente, so I can sell my artwork. Ew, esta tipa es una puerca, una asquerosidad. Este cuero asqueroso me robó mi arte decades ago. My parents had me paint together with them. They kept the artwork, the profits, the houses, the vehicles, and steal everything from me. And Carolina is one out of many leeches. Possibly. That stay in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, steal my money. That wear my brand new underwear without my permission and leave it dirty in my home so I can't get my belongings as an act of terrorism. Ew, ew, ew. They want to try to work it out with me to where I wouldn't cry rapist, murderer, and thief. Para que no le den la pena de muerte. Ay, no, bye, bye, bye. Hacer adiós, decades. As soon as he stole my money in my bedroom y me amenazó de muerte, and then he raped me, and then he would be like, "Ah, yo voy para una cita con esta next week y esta y yo estamos planeando un viaje." You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that stole from me so I could date them. They raped me and then they brag about the dates that they were on with me. Perfect. And what else? And so Jaden Chapman goes around, so the prophecy is true. That's why my mother comes over dinner. So long. We did love lunch. How soon do you think I'm money? Eso es lo que hacen estas liches. Ew, que gente tan puerca. Oh, oh, oh. Anyways, take that picture. What else? When do I leave? This place closes soon. Around 10. Do I have water in my apartment? Anyways, I never think about any of you. I just think about myself dating Pigloni. I should make that public. He wants to kill me because when I said life is good on Facebook, I picked Nini's branding. He wants to say it was. I didn't even remember they exist. And possibly my first written post on Facebook was like, "Life is good." Y si yo no decía que Sunday, that means health. I looked it up the other day. Él me va a matar. Porque Gastonta would have been like everything's about him and me, and then he would have mocked me privately, so I killed myself that he doesn't love me. Tipo un puerco me roba mi dinero, gets in the way of me receiving money, uses my money without my permission to pay for leeches to pretend to be me. ¿Y se cree que yo lo voy a salvar la vida? He's been starving me on purpose for more than 30 years. He's after my generational wealth before I was even born. La basura esa. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Where? Oh, what? 8:59. When does the bus get here? No, so Richie wants to tell me I am trying to kill you because behind the scenes we play pretend being you and you sound so ignorant. That's what they do possibly. They're so gross. They're so gross. They possibly pretend to be me behind the scenes. They take turns. Two people at a time pretending to be me possibly and then joking that I was another person. So they steal my pictures most likely. Dicen que Jaden todavía no sabe ni usar el baño. Porque they're sex addicts, rapists, murderers, and thieves. Mostly everyone that I grew up around. They're disgusting. So 9:44 it is. What else? 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 I'm so bored. Y así te mueres, le faltó y así te mueres. Le faltó y así te mueres. Qué bochinche, gente, qué bochinche. Mira qué tipa tan asquerosa. Y ella es ya casi relative de la gente de la Comay. Qué bochinche, gente, qué bochinche. ¿Dónde está mi gorra? Cuando una no hace nada malo en esta vida, en este planeta, uno puede estar aquí diciendo estoy media pelambrera mode, pero dándome mi gusto. Y yo no le quito a nadie. Yo no le quito a nadie. Down on purposely missing Albert behind the scenes saying, esta me la vas a pagar. Ellos quieren hablar como telenovelas stars all the time. They're into illegal porn. They steal money. Se pretende. Oh, the clown for your purse. Él se quiere hacer pasar por Ken ilegalmente conmigo. So por eso we don't get along. Pero if you're interested in hiring this clown legally, please do so. Si él se deja. Y yo, que se come medio que hasta que yo no lo saque una cita, y yo nunca le voy a sacar una cita, que él me va a tratar como que yo soy basura. El tipo es un puerco, una cafrería, una asquerosidad. You can have Even though the International Criminal Court exists, I'm taking the death penalty for Caterina Chavez. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I want to cook for myself ASAP. I'm so talented. And I miss Jaden, miss Kegnani. To 2.5 cups of water, I add 1 plantain, if it's just for myself, cilantro, onion, garlic, sazon, goja, adobo, goja, and salt. Olives sometimes. After simmering for 30 minutes, I add avocado sometimes and or mozzarella cheese. So good. Sometimes I add carrots. Sometimes I add broccoli. What else? 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 Sometimes I add lentils to potatoes instead of plantains or tomatoes. That dish looks so good. I'm so proud of it. What else? What else? What else? Mushrooms, the portobello mushrooms have been rare at the Chivia Rostillo. What else? 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 Once I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited, and I went into this like, please spare me of the ha 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 behind the scenes laughing at these people. Porque even me without money, I look so much better than any of these bitches. When I'm seeking the death penalty for them, qué gente tan cuero, asquerosa. Ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 ew. I'm bored. What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to shop for myself ASAP. What else? What else? And I don't have any money. I found $9 and some, yeah, $9 in my purse. Oh, that's from when I bought these t-shirts. I returned a Bella Canvas t-shirt and then bought 3 Gildan ones. And stored the cash in my purse, $9. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yo espero que Albert se mate hoy, si ese es el nombre de él. Or whatever, Alex, Andrew. I want to start receiving money ASAP. That's all I have. And that may be good for something tomorrow. Maybe a pizza slice. Oh, or constantly at Royal Blue Grocery if they have it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate everyone that keeps me poor, so I close my USA account. Ew, 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 ew. What else do I say? What else do I say? I was scared what the hate crime towards me when I was 5 years old. I keep on Puerto and then at 19. And in between too, while he raped me and then celebrated his dates with other people. Just stole my money so I can't date. Terrible. I want him gone, dead, like right now. And I don't even want to know about it. He means nothing to me. He's the worst. Ew, ew, ew. I'm just reading the comments and rolling my eyes. There's so many bitches that could be a fake account. What else? Que tan ignorante too, the little brown could be them trying to catfish. What else? 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 Gente, esto sigue. Esto sigue. That's the wrong screenshot. What else? 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 I'm bored. I remember what dumb behavior is. Remember them by name for being leeches this year. Pero I know what disrespectful behavior towards me. Hence why I never had to call my parents and say, Dios mío, I didn't get money in la cárcel. They're perfection to me, they didn't get money. Pero my parents in my presence are excellent. My parents in my presence are excellent. Gloria Nirsa died recently though. So you can decapitate Carolina Chavez for killing Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. It's April 13, 2025. What else? 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 I need to use the restroom once again. Get water. Or should I do that then? Anyways, to find money, or I should stay at Travis Park Stadium for a little bit. Just for fun there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I'm married to myself, princess. I'm not even. What else? What else? Those are so pretty even there too. Anyways, no more fake accounts, no. Fo, 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 fo. ¿Quién más quiere saber el chisme del día, gente? ¿Qué pasó hace más de 4 años? ¿Quién más quiere saber? Porque Facebook. Face. What else? What else? What else? Oh, get upset. I'm debating window. most of us get here soonish. So what they did is they planned for while I was bored with amnesia with 2 kids trying to figure out like who is it that steals my money, who is it that gets in the way of me receiving money. They have that same night videos of cómo se violan para enseñármelo a mí later on that day with that timestamp of whatever day that was that I was dancing with those leeches, trying to get me to kill myself of the embarrassment that they are. Or it would have been like said leeches that were around me, or it could have been like them all, like the same amount of males con Gigi Jandaliri violándose. And Gigi Jandaliri is saying, ha ha ha, that could have been you with all your love dick. You can decapitate Gigi Jandaliri, Sanusa Suarez, you can decapitate Gigi Leon, you can decapitate everyone that was there that night that steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my vehicles. A lot of people were there and they invite them. What else? 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 I'm extremely overwhelmed. Poor. You can decapitate my homies, fathers, and sons. That rape me to steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. They're leeches, asquerosidades. Ew, ew, ew. They have a hate crime coming against me. They look so dumb. Ew. Full. In the meantime, you can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Go, and lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart, Ali Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFAY. I am Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo. What else? I want my money back and my vehicles and my homes. I wasn't even friendly. And did you watch the videos? I was dancing by myself alone. What else? Well, I was thinking, why am I killing Katie Rodriguez in self-defense one day? I just don't remember at the moment. What else? What else? They're so embarrassing. Those bitches are so gross. Damn, they thought that they would trap me into being like, be my best friend. They're the ones that are needy so gross. Yeah.